What's going on, everybody? Today is the official launch week for the Thought Process podcast with your hosts, Margo and Greg. Now, Greg, we've been working at this for about a year and a half now. And today is finally the day that we decided to share it with everybody. And a little bit about today's episode. Well, two things. Number one, we have a regular podcast with, some talented guests. And then number two, we have what today is, it's a rabbit hole podcast where we go and pick a topic and we just dive into the rabbit hole and see where it takes us. So without further ado, buckle your belts and strap on for the ride and let's see where we go.
All right, let's do it.
What's going on, Greg?
Not too much. Enjoying some of this fancy drink you made. What is this? What's the name of it?
It's called a Vampirito. It's got a little bit of tequila.
And where did you learn how to make it?
I don't know where I picked it up. I just happened to find it. Probably the interwebs.
Huh? You just search for something?
I was looking for cocktails for just when I have people over, and I just happened to stumble upon it. A lot of people like it, so that's why I made it for you. And well, we're drinking this today because we're celebrating that one, you're back in the studio. I was diagnosed with no COVID pre the surgery that I had for my nose, and then you already had it. So
no,
right?
I guess.
So I think we're safe to say that, that we're in the clear.
We're safe to say we're alive.
Yeah. So anyway, so today's topic is really about the untold truth of Disney. If you've been around in the interwebs, you'll see that there is a bunch of conspiracy theories behind the Disney movies, particularly the ones for kids. So I think we can start there. I think Greg you have a list of things that you want to kind of discuss before we get into the uncharted waters of the internet.
I have something we can just start off with and go. We might get stuck on one of them and take it all the way.
Okay.
But
cool.
I'll start with Aladdin.
All right, let's see what's going on with Aladdin, man.
So everyone knows the story of Aladdin. The I was about to say gym rat. Well, what is it called? Street rat. That's it. Street rat. He's a street rat. He was a young kid at the start of the movie, right? And it kind of showed him grow up a little bit as he was being chased, right?
I think that might have been the live action Aladdin. I
haven't seen it in so long.
The original one, I think it's just him, as like a, I don't know if it's like late teens, early adulthood. So
he stole some bread and then the guards are chasing him and he was a thief. I mean,
yeah,
he's a criminal, right? He's a bad guy. Mm-hmm. Right. He's got a pet monkey, and then he falls in love with the princess, and there's a whole struggle, but most people know the story. It's
supposed to be like the hero's journey retold in a animated movie. Yeah. And I mean, it's a common thing. I think most of the movies that we see that have anything to do with the hero, it's that hero's journey. It's where the humble beginnings and you achieve whatever your goal was, right?
Yeah.
So what's different with Aladdin? What did you find?
So I guess what people think is that Aladdin takes place in the future instead of the past. So we think like he's in the past because they got like street markets. There's no electricity. There's no they don't have toilets, and so they would assume it's like many years ago. So the reasoning they say is the interpretation notes the genie, played by the incredible Robin Williams, and his I don't know why they said that, and his impressions. So if Aladdin were set in the past, how does the genie know who Robert De Niro and Grouch Marx are? Why would the genie know who Robert De Niro is?
Mm-hmm.
The genie has been trapped inside the lamp for 10,000 years, meaning the film takes place in at least 10,300 AD. He also notes that Aladdin's clothes are so last century.
Huh.
So it's all based off of what the genie says. Is why people say it's in the future instead of the past.
Oh, so let me get this straight. So actually, before we get into the real dark, uncharted water, this is more of a fan theory?
This would be a little bit more fan theories, yeah. But
that's interesting. I never heard that. I don't think I ever even thought about that. It never came to mind, to be honest. But just taking that into account, that kind of makes sense, and why people would think that. But yeah, I mean, what else?
But I mean, that stuff's just put in for like comedy relief,
right at the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was what was current at the time.
Yeah. I mean, that was it for Aladdin. That's why people thought that it took place in the future, which is pretty far of a stretch.
Yeah.
But this one's a little interesting too. It's for Toy Story. So you have your main characters, Buzz and Woody and Andy. And so they introduced Jessie, the cowboy girl. And I think it was the second Toy Story, right?
Yeah.
So the theory is that Andy's mom had owned Jessie already. So Jessie was Andy's mom's toy. So let me find the place here. So in Toy Story 2, we meet Jessie, part of Woody's Roundup gang. It turns out Woody was a big deal in the 1950s, and he learns that Jessie was given up by her owner. It's thought the girl Emily, who owned Jessie, is Andy's mother. The hat Andy wears to match Woody's when they play isn't a Woody hat at all. It actually matches the hat Jessie wears. So that they think that the hat and even Woody could be a child hand down from Woody's mom. That one's not that crazy.
It's not too far-fetched.
No, but it really doesn't matter. This one's probably my favorite, and one that I think some of the writers actually kind of confirmed. Like, not necessarily accidentally, but I heard like a story about them being in a bar, and the guy said it. And so Anna and Elsa from Frozen is related to Tarzan. And so it says Princess Elsa and Anna of Arendelle tragically lose their parents in a shipwreck. Or so we're led to believe. So we think that they're dead, but there was just a shipwreck. There's an interpretation that the king and queen don't die in the sea at all. What's believed is that the queen was pregnant when they set off on their travels, and although the ship is destroyed, they wash up on shore. They have a baby boy and go on to live in the jungle before they're killed by leopards. This leaves their son to be raised by gorillas as Tarzan. So that ship that's in the tree is the ship that Elsa and Anna's parents crashed in.
So that makes Tarzan
The brother.
Huh.
And apparently one of the writers like confirmed that that's what they were trying to go with it.
Well, I mean,
But-
let's say that you get this type of like theory. You get some momentum, and some people have they just want it. They want it to be true. You know, they fill up the Reddit pages full of this. It would make sense, and it's free. It's like advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's a Disney movie. They'll advertise themselves no matter what.
Yeah.
But Jane from Tarzan is believed to be related to Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So it's been interpreted that Tarzan and Beauty and the Beast are linked to, somewhat based on how similar they both look. There is a theory that Jane, Tarzan's love interest, is a distant granddaughter of Belle and Beauty and the Beast. Aside from facial similarities, Jane's dress sense is similar. Belle's famous ball gown is yellow, as is the dress Jane does. Jane Dones? That's weird. They both have eccentric fathers and go on to fall in love with literally wild men. If you look closely enough during Tarzan, you can see Turk the gorilla playing the drums on the tea set from Beauty and the Beast, complete with Miss Potts.
Okay.
So like there are little things they put into the different movies that sometimes they don't actually like. They don't make it prominent. Like, wasn't the teacup from Beauty and the Beast in a lot of different movies kind of like in the background?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I know they do those. This one's pretty interesting too. The movie Up. And the conspiracy theory is one of the darker interpretations of a Disney classic. There is speculation that the film Up didn't happen at all. Carl Fredricksen, the grouchy old man in Up, who is going to lose his house, actually dies in his sleep before he can be put into a retirement home. The balloons on his house held him ascended into heaven, and Russell, the wilderness explorer, is his guardian angel. Russell needs a badge on helping the elderly by helping Carl to Paradise Falls or heaven. Russell will earn his wings. We thought the movie was sad enough, but this interpretation takes the biscuit.
but see, it's they said it right. It's an interpretation.
Yeah, because I think it was you and me. We were talking about this before. Like, where do they get these ideas for the movies? Do they take real life circumstances and then try to and twist it up? So right. I mean, like the Snow White thing.
Well, yeah, we talked about that last time, right?
Yeah, we talked about. Yeah.
So, did you ever go back and take a look to see if you had we might have missed something?
I looked at it and I read all of it and it made sense.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anything outside of what we said.
Huh. So, let's see. So these are actually pretty good fan theories, but I wouldn't consider it the Disney Untold truth. It's more like it is what it is, right? The fan theory.
Well, yeah, these are our fan theories, but when it gets intense is more visual wise, where they show things and you're just like that can't be interpreted differently.
So and let me see if I get this straight. The visual that you're actually referring to is like the subliminal messages in all of the movies.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of those? Like, have you personally seen like that it was
I never noticed them when I watched them, like the younger ones. The only one I noticed was Happy Feet. Outside of that, I didn't notice any of the stuff as I was growing up.
So is this the clip right here?
Yeah.
So we're gonna show you a clip.
Can you put it in like slower motion? You can with the gear.
Let's see.
You can do it at a playback speed. The second one. You can do it like 7.5.
We're gonna pull up the Matrix window on the live stream here.
Pew, pew, pew.
Let's see. Where are we at here? Okay. We're going to play this clip. So for the people that are listening, we're watching a clip about, let's see, what is the title? Not Happy About Happy Feet.
So Mom must have posted this movie.
If you go on YouTube, you can take a look for yourself. It's supposed to say something inappropriate for kids. Obviously, Disney and... Well, this movie in particular was for kids. So let's see the video here. So it shows. Is this the one, Greg?
Yeah. So it starts when it comes out. They're just laying on top right there. Here, there's 69. There's Doggy Style. That's missionary, or he's doing oral. And then boom, 3-way.
Wow. Okay. We're gonna play that one more time to see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is something? Okay, it's a little. That one right there is a little questionable.
Like it's all slowed down.
That one's
like
I mean that one
perfectly.
Here, so I don't know what part of the movie this is.
And look at that. He's like spread up like, oh.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a good time. Now, this is something that you may not have noticed the first time around. And actually, I don't think I had remembered this until Greg brought it up today. So it's just showing the like three. Well, we can't listen to that because we'll get pulled down from YouTube. That's pretty questionable, Greg. That's definitely something that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see. Well, first of all, as a parent, Greg, how does that make you feel? I mean, to ask you.
Looking at that, like no kid's gonna. They won't see that as like, oh, they're doing sexual things. A teenager, maybe.
But do you think that even though they don't recognize it, because they say, and I've heard it in a lot of places, that people, like our subconscious mind will not forget things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always in the back of our head.
But I mean, like, because nothing was happening, there's no genitalia or anything like that. There's no difference from that and from a kid watching someone do jujitsu. You know what I mean? Like they start in weird positions in what you would probably consider a pretty sexual position, but it's not for a sexual reason. So like that's why I don't think something like that would make a kid necessarily think about sex or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like we're getting some people on the live feed. Shout out to Chris Ayala for joining us on today's live stream. Chris says, I grew up watching dirtier things when he was younger. But he calls them Easter eggs. And yeah, man, those are definitely some Easter eggs. Anyway, so that was Happy Feet. Now, I remember the scene from the Disney movie The Lion King.
I don't think I know this one. Oh, are you talking about the... Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this one, and again, I'm going to show you guys. We're going to go on the... I'm sorry if you guys are listening into this podcast. Just for reference. Again, we're going through the darker side of Disney that some people caught on to a little later after the movies came out. And right now we're watching a clip on YouTube where it shows that in The Lion King, and dude, I'm so bad with these movies that I don't know exactly what part of the movie it is, but you see Simba lying down, and he kind of, I don't know, what do you consider this, dust? Like dust particles?
It might be the because when he laid down, they kind of flew up. It was like lightning bugs. Yeah. And
so if you pause it at the right time, it'll actually spell out the word sex. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was earlier.
Now, what do you think? I mean, they kind of outline it. Yeah. They outline it with red. And once they outline it with red, well, it's obviously very prevalent. But otherwise, it's still a little bit...
I mean, it takes multiple people to make the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what if it's just one of those inside joke kind of things that like Disney employees have who are like, I'm gonna try to sneak something in. Like I hear like tattoo people try to do that sometimes, where like you'll like on a big piece they'll try to sneak in their signature, or they'll sneak in like a skull. Like when the guy was doing the trees on my leg, he said, "I'm gonna put a skull on you, and you're not gonna be able to see it, but it's gonna be there."
So you have that?
And I was like, "Nah, I don't really want it." He's like, "Oh, okay." I don't know. I don't see it. It's probably there somewhere.
You've been branded, Greg.
But it's kind of that thing. It's like they may have done that purposely, thinking no one would see it, but like being able to like tell their friends, look what I added in here."
Yeah.
And maybe Disney at the time didn't know. It's just like mistakes in movies kind of thing, where it's like in one scene there's a piece of paper on the table, and then they just turn the angle to someone else and the paper's gone.
Yeah.
Maybe the same kind of concept. But I mean, when it comes down to the story of a movie, though, that's different.
Yeah. But I mean, why would somebody put these on there? I mean, these are aimed for kids.
Yeah.
Like, why would you, how, okay, you said it yourself. These movies are created by hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, right? Sometimes, depending on the
Maybe.
on the budget. How does it pass everybody? Like, how does no one catch it? You know, like, okay, right now we're watching this. We're gonna be watching this movie. It says 10 hidden messages in Disney movies. And it starts with the one we just mentioned, The Lion
Put
King.
it up on there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't open up the Matrix window, so you guys can join us in the Matrix. So, top 10 hidden messages in Disney movies. So it starts off with the Hercules, the Muses. Okay, so it's like they're singing, and oh my God. Okay. Oh my gosh.
What's up, girl?
We have to go back. So one of the muses, they focuses on one of the muses singing and dancing, and just barely you can see that when she twists.
Oh, what the?
Oh my gosh. So she twists.
Is that a...
Her dress goes to the side. So now you can see inside her dress, and it shows what it appears to be a male genitalia. And then the stone people look over and smile in... what would you call this smile?
I don't know if that's happiness or that's like, what the heck? I think
whatever it is, that was
happening.
pretty crazy. I've never noticed that one before. So in the Lion King roster, let's see.
Hold on.
What's going on here? So
Get rid of that first.
They're claiming. Okay.
Oh.
So we're pausing it right here. In the Lion King roster or the poster, you see Simba at the very top. So he's supposed to be like the clouds are supposed to depict Simba. And
Mufasa.
You think it's Mufasa?
Yeah, because Simba's down there alive.
Oh.
Mufasa's dead.
So Mufasa's in the clouds looking up. And if you take a look at his brows and his front hair, his bangs, you look down into his nose and what it appears to be his mouth, it actually looks like a woman who's facing away from the camera. And those are... It's like it's showing her butt in panties.
She's in
and
she's
then,
got no bra on, but she's got some underwear.
Wow. See, I don't
know. That could be a stretch.
You think that's a stretch?
That could be a stretch because you have to have specific things to describe the face. But I mean, it's like that game we played when we were younger, where it was like try to guess the image, and you draw like a dick, but then like once they're like, oh, it's a dick, you say no, and then it becomes like a kid in a swing. You remember that one?
Yeah. So you think you did a lot of that?
I don't know. That could be a stretch. That one.
but the woman on there was pretty prevalent there.
After it was drawn.
So so now we're moving on to Hercules, and this is when he's fighting the what do you call these guys? It's a half man, half horse.
Oh, centaur?
A centaur.
Yeah. Centaur.
Of course you would know. Wow. Right?
No, they don't have those in there.
No?
Nah.
Where'd you find? How do you know that?
It's a mythical creature, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's been in everything. Narnia, freaking.
Okay.
Does this say dickhead?
Yeah, Hercules dickhead. So he punches him. He gets hit with the shoe horses. And then let's see. What is going on here? Oh, actually, I didn't even show these people. Forgot to put the matrix. Okay, plug into the matrix. Here we go. So he punches him up into the air. He falls down. He gets hit with his own shoe horses on the head. Then he becomes a bump that grows like morning wood.
Nah.
And then, what does it show? No, I didn't see it.
Nothing. That one's stupid.
Which one? This one?
No, the last one.
Oh, the last
Hercules
one? Yeah, that one's kind of a stretch. So now we're moving on to Mickey Mouse. What is this? What is this here?
I have no clue what bladed is. Bladed?
I don't know if that's a different language or... Anyway, it looks like it's packaging.
Oh.
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Now you see it. I was looking at all of it.
So it's a packaging. It seems like it's some sort of packaging, and it's Minnie and Mickey hugging. And if you look at Mickey's right hand, once you look, you really look, it looks like a male member.
It looks like a dick. And if you look at it again, like his hand's grabbing it, and his mouth is wide open.
Okay, I don't know why you had to go in that much detail,
dude. Just look at it. Look.
Oh, maybe he's just happy.
It's going right at his mouth, dude. Nah, I don't know, man.
That one, yeah, this one seems a little weird. Okay, so that was Disney with Mickey. Then we go
this
on
one.
to
When I was
Jessica
a kid,
Rabbit.
my mom wouldn't let me watch this one because of the redheaded girl.
Dude,
she was way too sexual.
I had the biggest crush on her.
Dude.
I fell for it, dude. I had the biggest crush on
this one. I can believe whatever this is.
So it's...
Look at that.
Jessica Rabbit crashing. What's going on?
Are her legs spread open?
Oh, but you... That's physics, folks.
Yeah. Oh, this one. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, dude.
The people on the comments said that you're on something, Greg.
On something? What do you mean I'm on something?
Says my man Greg is on something. That's hilarious. He also says that, yeah, that's Minnie who's really packing heat. So now we've moved on to The Little Mermaid. And it seems to be the VHS cover. You see Ursula, right?
Uh-huh.
And forget his name.
I don't
The king.
remember.
I forgot the king's name. How do I not know that?
It's not Zeus, is it?
No.
Because it's Poseidon.
No. It's Poseidon. Yeah, Poseidon.
Is it Poseidon, though?
Yeah, it is Poseidon.
Okay.
So in the middle of the cover, if you zoom in, there is what it appears to be a giant...
Doesn't appear. That's a giant golden dildo.
Dude. I'm telling you...
Why else do you think Ursula wants the castle? She wants that dildo, dude.
Greg. So then we see the Lion King as well. It's the same thing, just symbolized down on a cliff. There's some sort of like dust, and it spells out sex for a very brief moment. You have to pause it right. And then we have The Little Mermaid, who is getting married to the prince. And this one's called The Happy Minister. And they're at the altar about to get married. And for a brief second, you see the minister grow a chub.
I don't know about that one. I mean, why is there a lump there? But I don't know.
Let's go back.
Because I mean, you can't. No, you know what? That could be his pant leg.
Like his knee?
Like this. Like this moves forward.
Who knows? I don't know. It might be a reach. Next, we have Aladdin. It says, "Take off your clothes." So, it's Jasmine peeking into something. What? What's going on here? Do you see, Greg?
I think we missed what we were supposed to see. She's looking at the genie in the carpet, and I think the genie was taking his clothes.
Well, the genie's talking to the carpet, to the magic carpet.
Okay.
Right? The genie's talking to the magic carpet. Oh, I wonder if there's captions here. No, right?
No. I was thinking maybe Aladdin was being put into the prince clothes, and so he was getting his... No, because he's fighting off. Maybe we have to have the sound.
Yeah, but we'll get pulled off from YouTube for that.
Just turn it on.
I don't know if...
It'll only come on for you. Actually, no, they could probably actually hear it anyways.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So while she's opening these curtains, I don't know what part of the movie it is. She is saying, or someone is saying, "Take off your clothes," in a very whispery voice. And so she kind of reacts with widening up her eyes.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I think that's what it said. It says, "Take off your clothes." She gets like, "Whoa!" She gets surprised.
Hi.
Now, dude, did you ever watch The Rescuers?
Oh yeah.
Oh my, this was my favorite movie.
I watched this when I was sick when I was young.
I love this movie.
Stay home from school sick and watch The Rescuers.
Yeah. This was one of my favorite movies. It was pretty cool. So, The Rescuers. Naked woman in the window. So, they're going down.
Oh, right.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Do you don't think that's photoshopped?
It's not a real person.
Do you
know.
remember what part this is?
I barely remember the movie.
So they're like going down. Oh, they're on top of the seagull or the stork. What was it? The stork?
I don't know.
You don't remember what type of bird it is? So it's like the bird is diving down. I do remember that. And while they're diving down, you see windows in the background, and one of the windows actually has. Is that a real picture? Greg, that's a real picture.
Oh yeah, I think it might be.
That's a real picture. Oh my gosh. That's a real picture. On. That's like a... Dude, that's full on porn.
Move on.
Whoa, that was crazy. Dude, what do you think about that? Who would put that in there?
I don't know. We'd have to watch a real movie and see if it's there. Because it was a real picture, it's debatable if it's there.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that one we definitely have to take a look at. But okay, let's say that it is there. Why would it be there? I don't understand.
That's the question, right? Like, and all the other ones we're just suspecting that these things are it, but that you can't argue that one.
Now, do you ever recall maybe a few years ago, when conspiracy theories got really, really hot. I mean, I guess they're
They're always hot.
So hot right now. Do you remember how they were, some people on the internet were depicting that the word Disney, it was written with the number of the beast?
Because the loops and stuff?
Yeah, the way that the D, the E, and the Y or something like that. Let me look. Let's see. So this is the logo, and I'll put it up in the matrix window. If you look, on the W, you can make up a 6. Then it's on the I, so it's like the Walt Disney logo. It's on the W, and some other people said that it's also on the D. You see here?
Yeah.
And then there's also one. There's another loop here on the I, and then there's another one in the Y.
You can also say on that S in the middle too, on the bottom part. And the 6
like
is
a
kind of
backwards
laying
one?
sideways. Yeah. I don't know. You can say on the T also.
On the T.
Yeah. On the top part, it's also laying sideways. I don't know, man.
I mean, look at it. Look at that, man. The W is definitely a 6. This is definitely a 6 here. Or that's a 6, and that's another 6. Wow. You never heard about this one, Greg?
No, I haven't heard that. That's kind of a stretch, but like...
It looks pretty...
I mean, they do say that the devil will try to deceive you.
It looks pretty...
And the devil will try to take over the world, just like Disney's trying to take over the world. They got Star Wars, they got Marvel.
Well, I mean, that's what a business does. It just acquires things, but it's just very... it's odd. Look at this. Look at this one here. We're saying that Walt Disney equals Illuminati. Okay, buddy. But that's a weird one, Greg. You never saw that before?
I've never seen that.
Oh, look at these poor... What does it say? So we're watching this there's a video on YouTube where it's this a Christian group who's looking at this, and they're actually doing what we're doing. And I guess they noticed all the subliminal messages. But then you see... Do you think this looks like a Karen, Greg?
No.
No, right? A little bit?
It looks like my grandma.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, they're basically saying the same thing we are. I don't know, Greg, what do you think?
I think that Disney has put in inappropriate messages. I don't know
on purpose?
if it's Disney doing it on purpose, because I don't know if you can go back through all these movies and consistently see the same person working on it. Like, if someone higher up who's been part of Disney for all these years is like, I want inappropriate messages put in here, here, and here, you'd hear people come out about it. Like, you'd have to see someone who works on all of these movies.
What
Who's
if
the culprit in doing it?
What if it's Walt Disney? And he's
not
frozen.
dead?
He's frozen, and that was his last dying wish.
To put in sexual messages in his movies?
I don't know, man. It's fun to think about. I mean, it's not fun, obviously. It's not good.
But I mean, if you think about it too, people try to branch out and become something new. Like Ariana Grande was on the Disney Channel as this little kid who was on that show. What was that called? Cat and something or something like that. She was on some show and she's some
I was
innocent
going to say
girl.
Victorious, but that's not the one.
She's some innocent girl, and then all of a sudden she just becomes what she is now. Go over the Disney Channel
But
to that.
That happened to everybody. And what happened to Bella Thorne? She's on OnlyFans now.
I don't even know who that is.
I think she was.
The blonde girl.
I don't know if she's a blonde girl. I think she just got into. Here, let me look it up really quick.
But yeah, why are all these people who seem to be all the like innocent-ish go from being innocent to being what you would consider Satan's work?
Well, I think it's because, it's like Catholic girls who all their life they've been deprived, and like people have, like men have like a thing for making them be bad, So I'm actually just pulling this up on Google. We have Bella Thorne. She's an American actress who is known for her role as Cece Jones on the Disney Channel, which was Shake It Up. I never watched that. But she's on OnlyFans now, and she just made $2 million in less than a week. Because people who grew up watching her might have already liked her, and they're like, oh, now I can have exclusive access to this girl, And that kind of just brings out
But see, that shows... I don't know. I think we might be moving into a new subject now, almost. Like, it shows you how... Almost like they get you in to, like, the community of Disney and then turn you into something else. Almost like they were the stepping stone.
Check this out.
They were the weed to the cocaine. What is that?
So check this out. I don't necessarily think that it's a nefarious plan. However, I do. Like for me, this is what I think. I think that it's more like they just follow the money. Whatever's gonna pay more. So Ariana Grande, like, what was she gonna do? Be Miley Cyrus? Miley Cyrus didn't become Miley Cyrus until she really went AWOL. And then she got uber famous.
She was Hannah Montana.
Yeah,
she was so famous.
Yeah, but everybody knew her, but it was like she quadrupled whatever the attention she had from Hannah Montana overnight once she just went AWOL.
Mm-hmm.
So in the sense, it's not like they were always planning that, I feel like it was just an opportunity. Someone in a suit and tie was like, hey, you want to show your knockers, you make 4 times more money. And so I'm just thinking about it not in a business way, but I just want to consider this angle too. Is like, people will do that. I mean, the prime example is this girl, Bella Thorne, She saw people were making a ton of money on OnlyFans.com, which, by the way, I think Greg can better explain OnlyFans.com.
Why can I explain it?
I've never been on it.
I've gone to the main page because for one reason.
So you've done more than I have already.
One reason is all the people I play games with. They were talking about me becoming like a personality, and I was like, shit, I'll sell feet pics for $100.
Which, by the way,
look at my feet.
Which, by the way, we might set up an OnlyFans camera for the purpose of this podcast. I mean, I don't know. You never know.
I don't think it works that way. Isn't OnlyFans a sexual concept?
I don't think it's explicitly sexual content. I know other what's it called? The Fighter and the Kid. Shout out to Fighter and the Kid, Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen. They have one.
Really?
Yeah, and they just do their regular podcast there.
Huh.
I don't know. That might be something. I mean, Disney, holla at us. Everybody has a prize.
Disney, hey, after we talk crap about you, holla at us.
Jokes, guys. It's just jokes. Okay, so let's continue exposing these people.
Expose, but shout out, homies.
So check this out. I just found another clip.
Bring us into the fold, please.
Dude, imagine, Greg. Imagine that we finished doing this podcast, and not today, maybe not tomorrow, but like a month from now, we're hanging out. We're at a bar or something like that. Maybe it's my birthday. We're at a bar. We're drinking, and somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, I listened to the podcast. How would you like to make $5 million?" Oh, really? Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna be, our agent?
Just show me your knockers. Zip.
And then he's like, all you have to do is follow me down to my basement, where you're gonna get initiated, and yeah, you can't tell anybody about this. Would you do it? $5 million. You can put your kid through school. You can live. You don't have to worry about anything. You're set for life.
I don't know, man.
But you think this happens all the time? You think?
Yeah, stuff like this definitely happens. If you have the control and you want to get something and you're too busy, you use it.
Which, by the way, Greg, why don't you tell these people a little bit about some of your other fan theories? Do you have any more? I was just gonna pour you a drink.
Yeah. I got one about what did I say? The one about Jafar being the good guy in Aladdin? Well, the interpretation kind of turns the whole story on its head. But it's down to the perspective of the narrator. Just take a glass. The story of Aladdin is told to us by a merchant who is trying to sell us the infamous lamp. Side note, it's thought the merchant is actually the genie. So the merchant's trying to sell us a lamp. So to create a convincing pitch, Aladdin has to be the good guy. This is written really weirdly. Delve deeper into Jafar's involvement in the story. He could have been much more menacing, but isn't, because he's inherently good. Jafar's issues stem from the Sultan's inability to do his job. Agrabah is rife with homelessness and poverty. The Sultan is aging but does not have a male heir to continue the reign, and his daughter has no intention of marrying to save the city. That's interesting. Jafar hypnotizes the Sultan and tries to arrange marriage between himself and Jasmine to avoid any further turmoil in Agrabah. Damn.
So you think Jafar was actually the good guy? Essentially?
I don't know. I think what's said there can be twisted into saying that, but no, because he wasn't nice to anyone.
Right.
The homeless people he treated like garbage. If he treated the homeless people good and treated the citizens good and stuff like that, then I can maybe see it.
So you think it's like
But he was throwing people into the pit and just being like, go. Go get me the lamp.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't care.
He didn't care at all.
Yeah, I think that's a far reach. All right, let's continue with these exposing the Disney studio.
Exposing. Shout out Disney. Don't forget to
by the way,
get your Disney Plus.
by the way, I'm feeling good. I'm not having any suicidal thoughts or anything like that.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm happy.
All right, so here we go. We have Lion King again. This is Simba meets what?
Choking on the teen.
What's this?
Simba and I don't even remember.
Whatever the girl he likes is called. I don't know what her name is.
I was about to say Simone and Pumbaa. They're the only real characters.
You gonna type it in?
Yeah.
So while Greg is taking a look. By the way, if you are new here and you like this content, subscribe. Please like this video or leave a comment. Tell us what you think about this.
¿Por qué no las dos?
¿Por qué no las tres?
Las tres. Nala is her name.
Nala. Okay, so it's Nala finds Simba, and he is on some vines. He sits down. What? Okay, shout out to these guys for putting this together. Let's go and put the playback speed to 0.75. Okay. I don't get it.
I think he was laying down with his legs spread, and she turned her face. But
So now it's the Little Mermaid talking to a seagull. What? So she just made a face at him?
I feel like you have to have the sound for it.
Yeah, I see.
Ranging legitimacy from baseless accusation.
The sound, they can still hear the sound.
I know,
even if you mute it.
It's voiced over.
No, I mean the stream can still hear the sound even if
No,
you
they can't.
Oh, you muted
everything's-
it?
No, I put all the audio to the speakers.
I know. So they can still hear it.
No,
Okay.
they can't.
Pretty sure they can.
I don't think so.
So, oh, you muted it anyways.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Now you got all paranoid. So Little Mermaid is sitting in the water with the seagull, and she bites her lip at him. Kind of weird. This is from The Rescuers, right?
I can't tell. It's
like a
little too dark
mouse?
for me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, right? Oh, he gets lit. This is what it feels like to take a tequila shot right here.
Yeah.
Now it's Toy Story.
Oh, he
It's
looked.
Woody and the lampshade.
He looked.
Whatever her name is. Looked at what?
He go back.
So Woody is.
Watch his eyes. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. So Woody takes a look at the
Little
Non-
Bo peepees.
non-existent cleavage, and he
Twice.
double.
He did
double
it twice,
takes.
and then he looked at her.
He double takes.
Oh, I love this movie, dude.
The Goofy movie, right?
Yeah.
So you know
dude.
what part of the movie
Yeah.
this is?
This is when he's trying to fake that he's the superstar dude. I forget his name. Because he's trying to impress the girl he liked.
So I didn't get it. How come they're not showing? They're not showing what it is that. So he's swinging at the concert.
I don't know.
I didn't see it. So now this is the Cars. What? Greg, explain what's going on here.
I think that's a good-looking car. And then
What?
I think,
Greg, Disney's supposed to be the perv.
well, because then Mater explodes, right?
No,
Oh,
it
it
was.
just like took it.
It got like
Took a
the
dump.
no. What is it called? The toilets in Europe, Greg?
Oh,
Dubai.
a debate?
Dubai.
I think so.
So it's a commercial in the Cars movie. Mater is watching a commercial, and the car gets sprayed in the butt, and it likes it.
I don't know if that's necessarily inappropriate.
Oh.
Oh, because then he gets it. That's
Oh.
fine. That's just I don't know. What you doing down there?
Wait, what? So we're actually just getting into the. Oh my gosh. So in The Rescuers, we have them looking at a map, and they get the. Oh, this is where they get the seagull or whatever the stork is. So I guess they're gonna go through it again.
Yeah, because it's just a different video. So
So there, you see the stork flying.
it's just a seagull, I think.
You think it's a seagull?
Yeah, they just.
You saw
yeah.
that?
I didn't see it, but
Dude,
this one was blurred.
they blurred it. I mean, they caught it. They blurred it.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, this is
The
Hunchback.
Humpback of Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. I don't know. Give us some context, Greg. I don't think I ever watched this movie completely.
Well, they're skipping through it. Like, none of this seems to be.
Yeah, like very
I think this
inappropriate.
is all sound. Trying to
Yeah,
link the
I
things
don't
together.
know.
But I mean, she was a.
Who is she?
She was a. What are they showing there?
It just shows.
She was a. What do they call those? Gypsies. So she was supposed to be very.
Like.
Witchy.
I don't know. I think this video is kind of reaching a little bit.
I mean, Tarzan did try to just look up her skirt.
What the heck? So in the Little Mermaid, apparently, we have the seagull. What? I don't know about this, Greg.
You can see it in the picture. You can see
Mhm.
for the Little Mermaid's cover, it shows the golden dildo, but then you can still also see it in all the other clips.
Huh. Toy Story. What do we have? Toy Story. I mean, all this stuff seems pretty normal. I don't really see anything wrong with this, Greg. Except for the legs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of it's taken too far, and some of it's just like not debatable, and that's why it seems like it's more like maybe someone just added it in, or some
Yeah.
of it is coincidence. Like the cloud thing in Lion King could be coincidence. If that image in Rescuers Down Under is in there, that's not a coincidence. Like, that looked like a real picture in a cartoon movie.
Yeah. I think most of this is just they're reaching.
Like, even the whole dildo thing in the Little Mermaid could be reaching.
You sure?
I said could be. But, like, come on, Happy Feet, that scene we saw at the very beginning, that's not reaching, dude. That's clear as day. You can't argue on that.
Let's see.
But they do still have a history of a lot of things happening. But
Like what?
well, just like the people who are Disney stars just become these crazy. I mean, I don't know if you consider it crazy, but more over the top sexualized people later on.
Yeah.
Just
But I'm telling
three
you,
simple examples is Ariana Grande, Hannah Montana, and that other girl we saw.
But
And those were TV TV popular people, not like cartoon characters. Like they're not necessarily turning Little Mermaid into an older mermaid now and turning her into some sexual creature.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still keeping it clean. They may show.
You know the problem about these
Inappropriate.
things that so many people have different types of takes on this that it doesn't even. It's like so hard to decipher. Like, let's say that it is real. You have so many people putting out content out there that, like, we just watched the whole video that I didn't really see anything, you know? Let's see, what does Chris have to say? He says, what you have to remember is these animations have countless hours spent on each individual scene. Every part of the scene is meticulously made. The older cartoons were all hard drawn, page by page. They knew what they're doing. That's actually a good point. So nowadays, you have a lot of software that, you know, you can create it in half the time as back then. And back then, you actually had to put the sketches on paper.
Sure, But the only thing, like, let's say they did that for the Rescuers, right? All it takes is that 3-second screen, someone right before the finish edit, throw that in there. That's what I'm saying, is it more or less like that one person who worked on that little chunk threw it in there thinking that no one else is necessarily going to see it?
Do you think maybe this person, and I'm not going to say this person or maybe this group of people, if they exist, check this out. What if they had a personal vendetta against Disney? And that was their way to try to get them out.
Like a competition?
Without saying anything. Like if you went against Disney, you'd get fired, right? But let's say they didn't want to lose their pay. They wanted to kind of just stay in there as long as possible, and they just found a way to put these things here and there, kind of drop these little hints here and there, so that Disney would collapse.
So spies from other companies.
Perhaps I don't know, man.
But who's Disney's competition, really?
Well, nowadays,
I mean, who else makes cartoon movies? No one. Pixar. No, Pixar is Disney.
I think they were bought by Disney.
I guess maybe they were the competition before they were bought by Disney, though, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's an interesting subject. I mean, definitely, we did see some instances that were questionable. I would have to go back in time.
I mean, even if you're going right there, going back in time, like 1920, 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was even episodes of Mickey Mouse where they had Nazis marching and I think Mickey Mouse was hailing Hitler, and like it's all about the times, and you'll see that. And
right.
that's one of the other things too, is it's the marketing of it. Whatever is going to be talked about, like I wouldn't be surprised if the next movie coming out from Disney has something to do with Black Lives Matter in some sort of way. I wouldn't be surprised if the next character coming out is a black female girl.
Mm-hmm. I think you have a point.
Like,
I think you do have a point that needs to be considered.
Like it's.
What do you guys think, guys?
For them to be around so long, they have to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And how is like this? What we're watching now? It's like put it up on that screen.
So let's open up.
Like this is
the window.
This is not relevant to us now. In no way is that relevant. So if they didn't change from doing this to what they're doing now, they wouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So they had to.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it was about the time, right?
Yeah.
What was relevant during that time.
And when we look at some of this stuff is not kid friendly. Like that's not kid friendly, is it? That's a little spooky.
Like it's like a hell.
Yeah.
And there's a demon spider.
Bells.
The haunted house with Mickey. 1929. So it's Mickey in the dark. He lights up a match, and then he suddenly sees the Reaper. I think it's like a Reaper, the ghoul, like a ghoul.
A ghoul, yeah.
And yeah, this is definitely not. I wouldn't consider this kid friendly.
Yeah, dude, you're putting this on the TV with a kid right before bed. Hey, is that He-Man? Is that Grayskull?
Grayskull.
like, come on, dude. That could scare a kid nowadays.
Look,
why are they playing drums on that skeleton's
butt? The butt, huh? And Mickey's like playing the piano.
But what then again, if you think about it too, if this was created as a Halloween special and it was a one-off, it would be in context and would make a little bit more sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I missed this one. Cannibal Capers? So
why do they keep changing colors?
Are they supposed
to be... Their mouths
turn
black and white, and then their faces turn from black and white.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So watch their mouth. Their mouth will become black.
I don't see it.
Or am I tripping?
I think you're tripping
Oh,
out.
I was seeing
They
the
cover-
hands come up.
They cover their mouth,
Yeah, that's what it was.
so they're dancing in a little, their little
Why are they cannibal?
village. I don't know.
The head's right there, and is that a bone?
But look at how they depicted them.
Oh,
You saw that?
what the? They just threw in one of their own into
Yeah.
that pot.
Is it one of their own?
No, it's like an egg creature.
Yeah. What is it, Greg? I didn't see it.
But they call them cannibal. I don't know if that was the title that whoever made this video put on it.
It's
Or
an egg with
arms
it's-
and legs, right?
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we eat eggs.
I mean,
This is like none of this seems kid friendly-ish though.
yeah. I mean, the thing about things like back then, it was this came out of someone's imagination. Right? And I don't
Yeah.
think, again, I don't necessarily think that there was like this agenda or this nefarious plan to take over the world by promoting these types of cartoons or anything like that. I think it was more like what you said, Greg, that it was more like what was relevant at the time. Maybe this might have been in style. I don't understand, dude. These are a little off.
Oh, what the?
These are a little bit off, man. I don't get this. What is this?
I don't know.
Scarecrow.
A scarecrow?
Oh, that's hilarious. A bat?
Oh, hell no.
Huh.
He's doing the same dance.
I don't know, man. Seems a little off. I definitely
Like it was
would not
COVID.
have been watching that when I was a kid. If I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they realized that it wasn't as kid friendly and they try to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell, what?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This is not
We
real.
just took
This is not real.
We
This
took-
was not in the
we
movie.
just took a wrong turn in this rabbit hole. And we're going straight down. Oh man, get ready for this one. So I just pulled up a video on YouTube where it says satanic ritual in Disney Winnie the Pooh exposed. And you see Pooh getting up in the morning. I think he goes to the mirror and he starts bowing down to himself. But
I think he's stretching, isn't he?
well, let's see. Let's see what people think about this. Hell. Okay. So, is this supposed to be... Whoa. Wait a minute.
This is obviously.
It's creeping me out, Greg, but check this out. Winnie the Pooh, how come he's able to turn his body and not his... Like, did you see that?
No.
Look at his body.
Okay, go.
Okay? Look at his feet. He does like the Exorcist move. What? He just did the Exorcist move. So here we go again. He's supposed to be hailing Satan. He's like doing this ritual thing.
His head didn't move.
And his head moved.
Oh, what the heck? His head twisted at the very last
Yeah,
second.
it looks like the Exorcist.
I don't know if this is like, if there's a meaning, like this is something that people tried to like this is some kind of actual ritual that people do.
I
Like
wonder.
some
Let's-
kind
so
of
this is
like
a-
dance or something.
Yeah, this is a good one. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Are you sure you want to search this up? What was it called?
Just say like satanic dance ritual.
Let's see.
In front of mirror. Nope.
I don't know if I want to click any of these.
I thought we were gonna go down.
Well, the problem is that you can't really see.
No,
There's
none
nothing.
None of this is. This is just gonna be stuff that's irrelevant. I don't know. Maybe it has more meaning. Like there's things that we see that are very simple. Like what if that dance move that he's doing, that stretch he's doing, is actually a way that people try to give homage to Satan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could not be, but like maybe that's what they're getting at with the whole video, or maybe the person who made that just did it just cuz. What does that one on the top say?
Which one?
That.
That's the same one I
it's
just
the one you
played.
were watching.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the same one I just played. What is this? Ratatouille? Or is this the same thing?
I think this was Rescuers, wasn't it? Oh no.
Cinderella?
Yeah. Nah, see this is people adding things to it. This is different.
What?
They're just adding things to the movie to
To
twist
scare you?
the movie. Yeah. It's not part
Hey,
of
what's
the-
up, Robert? Thanks for joining us on this live stream. I don't know how you don't have anything better to do than listening to us on this live stream right now. But anyway, thanks for joining us, man. What do you think, Rob? Do you think that there is a hidden message, maybe a little pervy, maybe a little satanic when it comes to the Disney movies?
and even just inappropriate.
Or inappropriate? I mean, so far we've looked at kind of like some. What would you describe the other ones? Explicit?
Yeah, because I mean, Disney is not designed to be adult. Sure, it can be adult friendly, but like, it's mainly there for kids. So that's why it's more of a big deal when they do something inappropriate.
Yeah.
So it's like if Pornhub decided to all of a sudden make cartoon movies for kids, that would be weird.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing the other way around. It's weird that a kids thing would get into Pornhub.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney's not doing that. I think.
Not blatantly. So this is a video from a Disneyland ride. I don't think I've ever been on it. But let's go ahead and play it. So you get in. Okay. So while we watch this video, let me read this comment. It says, Robert says, the artists were crazy because you kind of be crazy to create this kind of magic. Yeah, that makes sense.
The artists need to be crazy to be able to think of something crazy.
Yeah. I mean, last episode we talked about these guys, the Winnie the Pooh characters, who, to me, they resembled some sort of mental illness. I think Greg differed.
I mean, now
In
looking
opinion.
at this, they're in a dark place.
Yeah, but I don't see any
You see what I-
satanic
See what I mean?
or anything like that about this ride. It just looks normal.
But is that symbolism also for being... I don't know. You can't really say that someone who is autistic is in a dark place.
Yeah, I don't know what it would... I don't even think you know.
I mean, if you think... Is this all for Winnie the Pooh?
I think this is one of those
I think it's split.
rides. I think it's a ride from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, then that's...
I don't see anything...
But why is it
here.
dark? Winnie the Pooh should be lit up.
I think they're supposed to be in his house, in a tunnel.
I think people are just a little scared of things like that because it's like so... There's emotion, but it's so still. It's like a mannequin. Mannequins will freak you out in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
but don't matter in the day.
So check this out here. We're going to go into another video.
Was that symbol is the symbol for the Masons, right?
So we're watching this on YouTube.
That's the Mason symbol right there, right? The
So
G?
Walt Disney's supposed to be a Mason. They do... Oh, did you hear about the... So before we get into this one, let me pull the Do you know about Club 33, Greg?
It's a restaurant, right?
Yeah. and
Oh,
it's-
what the? You
Yeah,
see that?
yeah, before we get into this one, let's pull up Club 33. Club 33 is a restaurant at Disney. It's actually a set of private lounges located in 3 of the Magic Kingdoms, which are part of the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts.
Okay, this is not the one that's in the Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the specialty one where you have to.
You literally
You have to be a
cannot get on the
member
wait
of it.
list, or it's like have you ever been to? Oh, I took you to the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yes,
Like, you have
but
to be a member
this
to
one's
go in.
harder because not only do you have to be a member, it's not the same thing. You can't just invite other people. You have to be a member to go there. So members can't just invite someone to go with them, right? So you not only have to be a member of you have to have a Disney pass, and then you have to have the membership. So it's like a double membership almost.
And then there's a wait list, right? It's like year-long wait list or something like that.
Yeah. So like that kind of thing is super weird to me. Because it's like, what's going on there to where you can only make a certain amount of people be allowed in, still be profitable in some sense to have this kind of a club.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're only allowing a certain amount of people in, they're not going every day. Like, what are you doing with this money, and why is it so special?
I don't know. I mean, people like VIP lounges, I guess.
Yeah, but most people can't get to that.
Well, it's not for most people. Oh, so check this out. Chris has a good point here. Christopher Robin's imagination had created friends that bottled up all his emotions that he was not allowed to show during London in World War II era.
Yeah.
That makes
So that's
that
what
makes
you had
sense.
talked about before, is
Yeah.
that all the characters are his emotions.
Yeah, that makes sense, huh? Good job, Chris. That was a good one. So he also says that Club 33 is booked up for years in advance.
Yeah.
I believe it. What does it say here, Greg? I can't read it.
Those are just social media links. There's nothing to read
Oh.
there.
Anyway, Club 33, there's a lot of conspiracy theories behind it. Nobody really knows. I wonder if you can type it in.
Go to images.
Not just that. Let's go to YouTube.
See if someone's put a video up. I've heard that it's more or less just like a food club, and it just so happens to be in Disneyland.
Right, here we go.
Because like a lot of famous chefs go there, and it's supposed to be like high-end foods.
Yeah.
But
So check this out. We got pulled up a video on YouTube. We're about to show you Club 33.
what is 33? Hold on, pause real quick.
I can't.
Why is it Club 33? Like, what does 33 mean?
It's the highest position in the Mason Club.
Is that what it
It's a
is?
Grand Wizard. Yeah.
Oh.
So check this out. Let me pull that information.
This guy, yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I was going to say if it was 333, 333 is half of 666.
No,
Says
you'll
you're halfway
hang
club
on,
to the devil.
Where is it?
But see, weren't the Freemasons, like, against satanic things?
I don't know.
Weren't they more religious based? Or were they more just secrets based?
So, in the United States, members of the Scottish Rite can be elected to receive the 33rd degree by the Supreme Council. So, Scottish Rite? What? George Washington, during Virginia, planned to becomes a Master Mason, the highest basic rank in the secret fraternity of the Freemasonry. The ceremony was held at Masonic Lodge. But I heard that the 33rd degree was a supposed to be like a grand wizard or something like that.
So it's trying to say Club 33, meaning
For the
the
highest,
highest people.
Mhm, for the highest order.
Interesting.
Uh,
Hey, Disney, why aren't you being all inclusive, huh?
As only members of the here, let me put it over here because I can't read it.
That's what it is, dude. Like, everything is about twisting the truth about stuff. Like having a club that only the best can get into. But who decides what the best, who the best are? Is it who can pay the best? Who can pay the most? Like, does the best football player get to go? Like, what is the best? Who gives you the most? That's where the real question is. What makes you worthy of getting into Club 33? Like, does Jeff Bezos just get a Club 33 access because he became the richest man? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you get some perks by being the richest man in the world.
I'm really curious about that too, because he went from not necessarily being like an important prominent figure before Amazon to being like head honcho of the world almost.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't think anybody...
does he learn secrets of the past, or does he just learn from here on out? You know what I mean?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question.
Does he have information of essentially where the future is heading that others don't, where others have information about what has happened in the past?
That's a good question.
That's interesting.
Who knows? I'm sure you have special access to something. So the number 33 of the handful of mysterious numbers that evoke a certain sense of mystical and to some diabolical experience. What is it about 33 that made it so mysterious? How did it become to be associated with Freemasonry, and why does it seem kind of scary? So let's find out. So the ominous pentagram and what does it say?
The ominous pentagram and the noble 5-pointed star.
Okay. Can't see from here. So there's actually clips here with Donald Duck, the
The math magic land.
So he's hunting.
Don't skip.
Well, it's like 27 minutes long. So he's hunting in the woods, right? He encounters a cave. Numbers. It seems like he's tripping out on acid.
There's no numbers as like a forest.
The numbers are all like a forest.
Like the trees became
doors.
Nah, it kind of looked like legs. Like trees had legs.
What is that? It's supposed to be a bird.
Face. Yeah.
What movie is this? Dude, Donald Duck is tripping out.
Dude. He fell down the rabbit hole.
Exactly. So he's tripping out. Let's see. Let's just skip a little bit. So he starts seeing.
Oh, hell no.
So
that's not a mistake. That's not.
So Greg, explain to people what he just saw.
You see Donald Duck watching these two, I don't know what you would consider, like
ghosts.
Yeah, like ghostly beings,
like Greek ghosts.
Yeah, and they both had a pentagram on their hand. Oh, they both have pentagrams on their hand, but one comes up very suspicious, like with a cloak over his head, and walks up to this dark doorway, and these eyes pop out. And the guy with the cloak on shows his hand with the pentagram, and the other guy from the darkness shows his hand with a pentagram, and then they shake hands and walk into the darkness.
So he's admitted.
And now Donald Duck's looking into the doorway, like what's going on in there.
And they're all Greek, right?
Yeah. And now there's like a Greek band playing like a flute and a harp. And they don't necessarily look weird.
That's like a band playing.
But come on, the star thing, come on. That's Nah, dude.
That was pretty weird. I mean, if I didn't know better, that was a secret handshake. I mean, now, I've heard that they love these people who are into this, they love these colors. It's always black and white and red and white. And it's supposed to resemble the game of chess. Because chess is supposed to resemble the game of life, the game of empires.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we skipped this. Check this out, Greg. I think there's that. You think that's the 5G cell tower? It looks like the 4G.
What the hell? What just happened? Went from 5G to Satan?
Dude, what is this? It doesn't look like he's checking his Wi-Fi, his Wi-Fi bars.
Oh my god! I did not see that until you said that. It looks
like
Wi-Fi. On your
Wi-Fi,
phone,
but not the Wi-Fi. It's the data bar.
Yeah, your data connection bar.
And then it turns into it's not an upside down pentagram.
No,
but it is a pentagram.
Well, I mean, it's a star, but
and then it goes
pentagram into a triangle, into Gmail. Did you see that?
What?
Dude,
hang on, Greg. You kind of.
Did you see that? That's the Gmail symbol, dude.
Dude.
That's literally like. Did we stumble onto something here?
So, pentagram is dancing.
So it comes G5, brings us the dancing Satan, which is sent to us through Gmail.
Greg.
Dude, the internet is the devil. Run. What is the square? Why is it blinking?
I don't know, dude. But when you said Gmail,
you got a message?
Oh, that was an upside down pentagram right there, I think. I don't understand. Okay, the what is this? Oh, there it is. Greg.
What?
That was the upside down pentagram that's supposed to resemble Lucifer. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Shit. What? Okay.
And then there's Gmail again.
What is this? So, what is the name of this video? Oh my gosh, this one kind of freaked me out a little bit. This one kind of freaked me out a little bit. I just don't understand how Disney was able to do this. I don't understand this here. I don't understand this.
Is that like Jeff Bezos' wealth compared to the rest of the world?
No.
Once the wealth gap gets to this, the end of the world is here.
See, I think I know what this is. This is the golden ratio.
Oh, I just learned about that, actually. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like the golden ratio. He's trying to attain it, but it disappears. See? So this is like a math... This is like a math movie with Donald Duck. And you see these pentagrams just popping up everywhere. Oh, are you saying that... I think this is what's happening. They're looking at things in life like this flower. And these numbers appear to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's why they're supposed to like the numbers a lot. But look at that. Those are the bars on your phone.
Yeah.
And everything is supposed to fit in right. So I get this number wise. Like I get this. And okay, so you see all these numbers resemble all over life. Like I understand. Don't tell me that pool is diabolical now. I don't know, dude. That one was the pentagram kind of did freak me out a little bit. So pool, I mean, these are all about angles and how they work and numbers. I get it. Okay, so moving on to the next one. So this is the one, right? The secret handshake with the pentagram star. And it's important to note that they're Greek. I don't know why. We'll have to do some digging later.
I mean, Greek mythology had a lot to do with gods.
So the vertebrae, 33 vertebrae intervertebral discs. So you see it everywhere. The numbers, you see them everywhere. In religion, in mythology. How did 33 become associated with Freemasonry? So see, here's the 33.
Mm-hmm.
And so, now where were we? Into the club. But what did you point out? You pointed something else out. Oh, this one.
The art of Disney is 666.
Oh, you see that, right?
Yeah.
It's everywhere. You see the 666 there?
And maybe they had to start hiding it more.
In Winnie the Pooh, you see?
Wait, what
the horns? In Winnie the Pooh, you see the horns? You see this lady throw the horn signs? The witch? What's her name?
I don't remember her name.
I mean, this is just it's getting pretty crazy.
Was the cat's name Lucifer or something?
You see, she's throwing out that sign, which is she's throwing up the horns. He just does it a lot. See that? Welcome, Sergio, to the chat on our live stream. What do you think? Do you think Disney is associated with diabolical or Satanist artwork
agendas
or what? See, check this out, man. This is kind of crazy, and you see it. You see it everywhere. Look at this guy.
That's a stretch.
Dude, that's not a stretch.
That maybe not.
Not a stretch.
Maybe not.
Peter Pan.
That's a stretch.
Everywhere.
That's a stretch. That maybe not.
Okay, this is not a stretch, Greg. I don't think that this is a
That's a stretch.
a theory anymore, dude. Look at that. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
But I mean,
look how many times he did it.
I mean, how often
look at
do
that.
You think you might do this same thing?
Never done that before. Unless I'm playing Spider-Man. But look at that. All these characters are doing the same. They're throwing up the horns. All of the characters in the Disney movies throw up the horns at some point. Look at that, dude. So this YouTube video is called The Hidden Satanic Symbol in Disney Movie. If you guys want to check that out. But literally all of the characters everywhere in all the movies. You see all of this. Tangled? What is that?
Yeah. The hair spells out sex.
Oh, snap. It does. I mean, you kind of have to really look at it, but... Oh, it does, dude. Serge said that Greg only plays Spider-Man with yourself. Let's see. Definitely something weird to be said about this. I mean, if you really think about it, Greg, it's everywhere.
Wait. No.
Who is this? Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, but what's happening?
Is that Marilyn Monroe or is that someone else? Is it this?
I don't know. I
like
see the hand holding her, but
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, is it what the next is? Oh, what the heck?
what?
Don't go back. Don't go back.
Everyone's like, go back, go back, go back.
That had to be fake.
No, this is, well, I think South Park. I mean, they make fun of everything. Do you see the all-seeing eye?
Yeah. Well, that's everywhere. You'll see that.
The all-seeing eye is
we
everywhere.
talk about it now.
Oh, Chris said that. Damn, Chris, you're quick on that. It's not Marilyn Monroe. It's Christina Aguilera.
Oh, okay.
The Monsters movies, of course. Check it out, dude.
Huh, I
Dude.
wonder what those hands mean.
Look at all this. I mean, now it's getting into everything.
The hands of the Illuminati.
It's the all-seeing eye. In God we trust. That's supposed to be the devil's eye. I mean, clearly, there's just... Oh, and the cat's name is called Lucifer.
Is it really?
That's the name.
I know it. I saw it there, and on another picture it said it, but I wasn't sure what his name was.
No, man, there's no way that this is just coincidence anymore.
Cheese?
Look here. What does that mean? At the what?
I just think at the...
Oh! Whoa!
Stick his wiener in there?
Dude!
Is that what just
That's how
happened?
he's making... So, okay. So, in this last bit of the... of this clip that we're watching, Mickey Mouse is in a cheddar making factory, and he's creating the holes with... Greg?
His dick.
What?
What?
If you've ever wondered how cheddar cheese is made, now I do. Now I know.
You know what? You know what? I actually think there's a tool that they used that was similar to that.
But why put it like that? And why is he whistling?
And why is everyone laughing? The bird's laughing. That goon in the top right corner is like, oh.
Oh, man. That's not coincidence, man. That's too much. That's too much. Chris says that that's how cheese holes were made in the 40s. How about we take a look at that?
Cheese holes? How were cheese holes made in the 40s? Sticking your wiener in the cheese is how it's made? Is that why they call it dick cheese? I love how it shows the Mickey Mouse thing.
Right away, huh? I don't see anything. I mean, did they even have like... Could you even... We had black and white photos, but I don't know if they had black and white...
What? The federal government regulates the holes in Swiss cheese?
How,
I don't even know why there are holes in the cheese.
there's no... No, there's nothing about that. Dude. What? Chris said in Asia their cheese holes were smaller.
So what? In Africa they didn't have cheese or what?
That's what he said. That's what he said. Oh my god, okay. That's too much. I think I'm gonna call it a night, man.
Oh, all right.
Oh man, well, that rabbit hole went pretty far, dude. And I don't think we got to the bottom of it.
Nope.
But what do you think? Last thoughts.
I think I'm staying away from Disney. No, probably not.
I don't know, man. I think you just gotta keep a watchful eye, man. I don't know. It's one of those things that you really, it's everywhere,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the internet. It's everywhere. It's easy to access, and you could either do good with it or do bad things with
Yeah,
it.
you can still learn from bad things. That's the thing. You just don't ride. Don't. If something bad happens, react the right way.
Yeah.
Don't fight bad with bad.
Oh man, this one was definitely one for the books, man. I think it gets worse, but we're at an hour and 45 minutes. So, well, why don't we'll be here next week. I have some cool, some good friends of mine that will be coming into the podcast in the next couple of weeks. So look out for that. So if you're new, subscribe, like this video, hit the bell, and leave a comment. What do you guys think about Disney? Do you think they went too far? Have you guys experienced any realizations, or what's going on out there? Why don't you guys let us know? We're on all of social media. You can listen to this podcast everywhere. And sorry that we're still trying to get the hang of it, of how to narrate some of the videos that we're watching, because it's kind of hard, man. I realized today that it's really hard putting what we're seeing into words, especially when you have Mickey poking holes.
It's hard to do it because your natural instinct is not to describe what's going on, especially when you and I are talking. Like, why would we describe something we're looking at? We'll just talk about what happens later.
Yeah.
But when you can't see it, we need to be your eyes.
Right. So we'll work on that.
Practice.
This is a work in progress. This is our 57th episode. It's our 5th one for the Rabbit Hole series. So, if you guys are interested in more of these, let us know. And we'll see you outside of the Matrix. And with that, we will leave you on for today.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. Chris, shout out to Chris and Serge. Why don't you guys let us know? What do you guys think
Robert,
about it?
you were here too. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Rob.
Shout out to Disney again.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.